In this video, we're going to go through and configure Eclipse, the Android developer tools, again on a Windows PC. And we're going to make sure that we're running the right Java development kit. And then there's a few configuration options we need to go through for Eclipse just to get the most out of it and to make sure you're not going to have any issues down the track. So let's get into that right now. So there are a few configuration options we need to do. Now we have installed the JDK and we've installed Android developer tools. So we're going to go into Eclipse. I'm going to click on the Eclipse menu from the ADP bundle folder we unzipped in the previous video. And I'm going to click on Eclipse. Double click that. And it'll come up and say, or it may come up and say this depending on how you've installed it, whether you've installed it as admin, etc. I'm going to click on Run. And we've now got a lot further. And we can see the Eclipse is installing. Now, the other thing that will come up the first time you run it, or in actual fact it will continue to come up until you click this box, it's asking where to put the files. So in other words, all our work files, the various projects that are going to be created throughout this course, Eclipse is asking where do you want me to install, or to store them, I should say. So I'm going to put those on my desktop. So I'm going to click on Browse and go to my desktop. And I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call the folder Workspace. So that's going to be my folder for everything from this point on. Click OK. And the first time you run Eclipse, it will come up with this message, do you want to contribute usage statistics? I would click no to that normally, just to save your internet. It's not sending any data. Even though it won't be sending a lot of data anyway, it's probably good to leave that off. It's just, it helps with Android, but I don't think it's necessary, so I'm clicking no. Click on Finish. Okay, so next we're going to go into the window menu and select Preferences. So one setting we're going to set up is line numbers in our code. So I'm going to click on General, expand out Editors, and then click on Text Editors. And I'm going to click on Show Line Numbers. Just makes it easy to see what we're doing. Click on OK. And I'm going to go back into the window menu and select Preferences again. Next, we want to click on the Java menu down the bottom of the Preferences. We want to go to Compiler. And we need to make sure the compiler compliance level is set to 1.6. And that just makes sure that in later videos when we're using certain features that you don't get flagged with an error incorrectly. By setting that to 1.6, it means the code will work. So I'm going to click on Apply to that. That's saved. And now I'm going to go down to Installed JREs. And what you want to do is make sure that you've got a JRE, which should be the Java Development Kit version 8 that we installed in the previous, or in a previous video. You can see here it says JRE 1.8. And we can see that obviously that is version 1.8, so that's the right product in the right place there, so that's good to go. If by chance you had nothing in there, you've got a couple of options. Firstly, you could just delete Android developer tools and re-unzip it again, and when you run Eclipse it should automatically find this for us and put it in there. Alternatively, you can click on Add and go through the process of setting up another type. But 9 times out of 10, if you've installed the Java Development Kit prior to this video, you should find this will automatically show up. So that's just confirmation that we're running 1.8, which was the one we installed. And at this point, you can click OK, and we're done with the configurations of Eclipse, and we can now move on to the next video.